Hello and welcome to another news episode. A few items this week. The ICCU software update now seems to be worldwide. And it also seems to be pretty quiet from Kia. They're just putting it on cars as they come into the workshop. There's been no announcements, as far as I can tell, around the world, or publicity about it. Cars as far as Australia have received this software update to the ICCU now, and even the UK reference 230071 is being used in Australia. That's been confirmed by Gary Buckers in Australia. And plenty of people in the comments have received it whilst they were in for other work, and my dealer was insistent that it was chargeable and they were doing it for nothing, but no, I think all of the ICCUs are getting this update. If anyone's got an MY22 produced in 21 like mine, and can you tell me if you've had it refused or they try to charge for it? I'd be interested to know. Anyway, that's coming to everybody soon. Next story. After initially doing well in the sales charts in places like Canada, the EV9's hit a few teething snags in South Korea. According to the Korean car blog, they got sluggish sales and quite a few software issues, plus a bit of stiff competition from other premium brands like BMW, who are discounting. We're also seeing discounts in this country as well. I've been seeing a lot going on with that. So I think maybe Kia have got to adjust their prices in the right direction to encourage people. The EV9 suffered early quality issues that could also have contributed to the sluggish sales, according to South Korea's Ministry of Transport. The EV9 has been recalled due to several issues like charging control errors, transmission control unit, parking gear recognition errors, lamp control signal processing errors, and missing diagnostic data within the vehicle control units. The last issue is related to the Highway Driver Assist 2, which isn't working at speeds of 80 kilometers an hour. So fingers crossed, by the time people actually get these in Europe and around the world, they've sorted these problems. But at least this car comes with drivetrain over-the-air updates, so they can all be fixed without having to visit the dealer, as long as that infrastructure is available in your country. Now, I know Kia Connect initially wasn't available in Australia and New Zealand, but some models are coming out with it now. So fingers crossed you'll all get this and it'll all be OTA and everything up and working by the time you get hold of these cars. It's a shame that Kia's not learnt from the past and what happened with the ICCU failures and software bugs of the EV6 and the Ioniq 5s. But we can live in hope they will one day learn. There's some news of the Kia electric sedans, also in the Korean car blog. It's a version of the Kia Stinger, which is internally known as the GT1, and also something called the CT1. The GT1 will be Hyundai Motor Group's first electric vehicle to be equipped with the next generation electric vehicle only platform known as EM. And the GT1 Stinger is expected to achieve a range of 700 to 800 kilometers. I think that's 500 miles on a single full charge, thanks to a 113.2 kilowatt battery pack. The Kia GT1 will have a maximum power output of 612 horsepower, which is greater than the current EV6 GT, and will come in multiple engine configurations. The South Koreans have already mentioned the Kia CT1 on the roadmap. The CT1 will have global aspirations and will take on the Toyota BZ3 sedan. The new Kia will be another eGMP platform car instead of the EM platform, but the Stinger looks like will be the new EM platform, whatever the heck that is. Some of you may know Gary Buck's EV6 news website from Australia, and he's produced a survey of Australian and New Zealand owners on various questions, and it's worth a read, and I'll put a link in the show notes to that. I think he's actually shown this survey to the CEO of Kia Australia. So it's Australian replies only. There are lots of similar issues to what I've had with the replacement amplifiers and the ICCU update and waiting for parts. It seems a very familiar bunch of issues worldwide. Range conclusions: the bulk of owners get 440 to 560 kilometres range. And then it goes through rating the service process and how would you rate them, and where do you charge, and the fastest charging speed you've achieved, whether you use Android Auto or CarPlay, and then working through the major issues, which are all familiar and stories I've covered before. There's still quite a high satisfaction rate. The people who love it and will give 10 and recommend it, despite the issues. But only 26.8% would buy another Kia. Things he's passed on to the CEO. It's a great car, goes like a rocket, looks beautiful, very good build quality. It's missing Kia Connect in Australia. Missing wireless Android Auto CarPlay. Optimum charging regime needs to be explained. Terrified about the brake light issue. We've still yet to see that rolled out globally. Missing overseas features like battery preconditioning and HDA2 and valet mode. Headlights must be different in Australia from ours. Not good for country driving. Dealers need more training, and that's evident in the surveys of all the dealers in there and their knowledge. More parts need to be in stock, so we're waiting forever. I mean, it's not just here, it's around the world for spare parts. But on the plus side, they don't seem to be waiting that long to get their new EV6s. So how long have you been waiting? There's none have waited more than 6 months. It's between 3 and 6 months, the whole lot. But only 5 responses, so maybe that's not a good enough sample. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.